So, y'all, I had to do a little update on this because apparently Megan's lawyers got a hold of them Zelle records, all right? And they say that Tory Lanez' father's over here paying that blogger we was talking about in the other video. When I say an absolute mess, let's talk about it. After making your death drop, headlock, got him in a headlock. Music to my ears, I'm about to make your head pop. All right, so let's get into this because he can't even just sit down. Like, you already been sat down. So why can't you just continue to sit it on down? Just chill out, bro. Got his dad over here making payments. Let's talk about it. Megan Thee Stallion's lawyers obtained Zelle records of Tory Lanez's father paying blogger. The saga between Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez continues to unravel. On Tuesday, USA Today reported that Megan filed a temporary restraining order in LA County Superior Court against Lanez for harassment, while also naming the blogger Milagro, whatever. Reporter Megan kind of revealed that Megan's legal team presented Zelle payment records in court. They got your Zelle payments, y'all making like y'all paying y'all light bill or something. Y'all moving money around to pay a bill or something. Like y'all got these Zelle payments. And I'm like, girl, how y'all messed up so bad that like Megan's lawyers are being allowed to pull all this stuff and pull all these records. Listen to this. So they revealed that Megan's legal team presented Zelle payment records in court, allegedly linking Tory Lanez's father, Sonstar Peterson, to Grams. Like I said before, and I reiterate, it don't make no sense for y'all to be named Sunstar and Daystar and all that stuff, and you're bringing nothing but darkness to people's lives. According to Cunniff, the records show 6 payments totaling $3,000. That's what's crazy to me. Let's stop here for a second, girl, because I'm really cackling. Like, I'm really cackling because, like, you really set yourself up. Whoever this Milagro blogger is, like, whoever she is, like, girl, you really set yourself up to get sued to Kingdom Come. Like, defamation, all type of stuff, right? Set yourself up to get sued to Kingdom Come. Like, apparently leaking court stuff or whatever. Over 3 bands. Like, you wouldn't even look in their face and say, can I have like at least 5 bands if I'm gonna be putting my entire enterprise at risk? Like, girl, you didn't even say, like, girl, can I at least have 5 bands? Like, girl, you really did like, I'm really crying, y'all, because it's like 3 bands. Like I ain't acting like I'm rich or nothing, but like, oh my gosh, like, you really did that over 3 bands. And now they pulling your card. Like, every single piece of defamation that you done spread over how many years, like every piece of information, like, they're going, oh, the Megan's lawyers going through it. They combing through it, girl, over 3 bands. According to Cunniff, the records show 6 payments totaling $3,000 made between October 28th, 2020. I'm so sorry. Because it's 3 bands over the course of 2 years. Over the course of 2 years or less. What? Because it's made between October 28th, 2020 and March 3rd, 2022 in amounts ranging from $200 to $1,000. So I know that $200 payment, that was like, I don't know what to tell you, Miss Blogger, but maybe, these $200 can help you at the grocery store or something. Like, girl, I know that too. I know Tory Lanez's father was like, yo, this all we got right now for you, mama. Like, just a couple hundred, maybe. Like I said, maybe you could take it to the grocery store or something. And maybe you can buy you some bread or some cheese or something. God, they gave you $200. Now you up against the Megan Thee Stallion machine for spreading disinformation. And I don't understand, because to me, it's so easy to avoid that stupidity, because all you have to do is report what's actually being reported. Report what's actually on the page. Report. These girls coming up with all kind of conspiracy theories. They talking about, oh, the DNA is definitely not Tory Lanez's. Apparently getting information or evidence and stuff from the courts and trying to interpret it, basically saying that inconclusive DNA means that Tory Lanez's DNA was not on it. So they dragged you for that. Like, just dragging you, girl. Just dragging you. So Peterson and Lanez are accused of paying her to spread negativity online about Meg, XXL reported that Grams was being sued for sharing deepfakes of Megan, and in response, the blogger took to Twitter to dispute the claim. She said, "They're so ready to get this out that they're speaking out of turn. I'm not being sued for posting deepfakes. The paperwork clearly states I not create nor post the video. That would make this tweet what?" And it's just like, girl, you swinging, like you really swinging, but I don't know if you gonna hit nothing but air. Like, I don't know if you're gonna hit anything but air, but because like I'm going through the court documents, like the lawsuit, like they're pulling up your specific sentences and statements, girl. Like they're going through, they got you saying, "Oh, check my likes for more information." Like they got you on the big summer jam jumbo screen, on the jumbo screen. Many criticized Grams' alleged involvement with Lanez and his team, with one commenter writing, "Girl, you did all that slander." Sorry. "Girl, you did all that slander for $3K? If this is true, it's beyond messy. The lengths people would go to defend someone is wild." Now, the restraining order request filed by Megan's attorney alleges that Lanez has used third-party bloggers, including Grams, to harass and defame Megan. In fact, Megan also sued the blogger in October for emotional distress, cyberstalking, and sharing the deepfake stuff. Now, reportedly, the restraining order details if Miss Pete is not issued at least a civil harassment restraining order, she will be left without any protection for when Mr. Peterson is released from prison. This possibility alone causes Miss Pete severe emotional distress and makes her fearful for her life. Megan is requesting that Lanez remain at least 100 yards away from her home, workplace, and vehicle, while also demanding restrictions on contacting her directly and indirectly. I mean, and that's a valid point, because this guy who has shown that even behind bars, he will pass his Sonic coins to his father in order to try and harass Megan and get these bloggers to spread misinformation and slander and stuff. And so it's like, if you got someone that determined behind bars, what are they going to do when they get out, right? And so I think that's a valid fear. And people are talking about, "Oh my gosh, she need to let it go." She talking about restraining orders and stuff, and he behind bars. But no, we need as much paperwork around him so that if anything happens, there can be a trail where it's like, nah, well, I told y'all, like when he get out, this is going to be an issue. We need to continue to wrap him up in paperwork. Just period. Like, he really behind bars thinking that he giving orders to his dad like he's some kingpin, when it's like you sending $200 payments over Zelle, girl. Like, you are not that guy. Like, you really thought you was somebody, Pablo Escobar or something. Like, sending orders from your cell, girl. Megan's lawyers are clocking every single piece of your tea, and it's just hilarious to watch, especially in this world where for some reason some people's first instinct is to drag the victims and praise the abusers. I'm just like, y'all was not rocking to Tory Lanez music, y'all, and still aren't. And y'all like to pretend like, oh, she's trying to tear this person who was really just doing so much for y'all wasn't listening to this, girl. And so to watch so many people come out the woodworks to defend abusers, people who they never paid attention to before, and people who they actually would be clowning if they weren't abusers. You know what I mean? A lot of times people are uplifting these abusers simply because they are abusers. Because if it was anybody else, released that kind of music, y'all be dragging them. So yes, I'm glad that hopefully she getting as many licks as she can while this man is stuck in a box. Because time and time again, I see how habitual abusers who they don't have any remorse for what they have done or are doing and will continue to do. I see how they get uplifted, how they get praised. Sometimes they get treated better than even the victims. And we're talking about like repeat habitual. Chris Brown was just sold out, stadiums. And y'all on this black woman for defending herself. But yeah, anyway, I hope that they can, like, Megan's lawyers continue to pull his card until he looks more idiotic than he already looks. in the light. Like, get him out of here. On that note, thank you so much for watching, and make sure that you have a good evening.
I'm gonna dip after making your dance drop.